Hey, what's going on? Clint Reen here. I'm in my garage. I got a couple baskets in here. But today I'm going to be setting up my net. I've got some hooks in the ceiling that I can set my net up. And I will be testing kind of an end of the season speed on Techdisc. And then I'll actually be taking it outside, out in the cold and a little bit of snow a little bit later to see what that translates to for distance. So right now we're going to be warming up for sure because it's pretty cold even in the garage. So making sure we're warm, get a good rip on the discs into the net and use the Techdisc, see what our kind of top speed is, nose angle, hyzer release, like all those things. Kind of get a baseline for the start of off season, so that we can have something to kind of improve on as we go. But then, like I said, see what that translates to in actual distance out on an open field. So we're going to do both those things today, but we're going to start with setting everything up and getting warmed up myself. So let's do that. Move the camera so you can see the pull through a little bit better. Did some warm-up throws, which you probably will see in the video. But I feel pretty good, pretty warmed up. I'm going to give this a couple rips just to see how it's going. I'm going to probably throw 5 to 10. And then I'll look at the numbers and I'll come back and see, like, am I warm enough to give my top 5. I'll just do 5 like max power in a row. So this will be my ramp up, but I'm going to use the Techdisc for it. Feel warm enough. I'm going to try 5 throws and just go all out on each one, and try to my goal for the off season is to get to 70 miles per hour. This is another one of our series that we're going to do over the off season, and actually stick with it a little bit better this year. So I'm just going to start ripping. Having some issues with connecting and the throws recording, so I actually had a firmware update I had to do. So it's just something that I didn't check because I was in the browser and not the app, the Techdisc app. So we got that figured out. The throws are recording now, so we're gonna try that again. I might do a couple warm-ups and then say, all right, 5, here we go. So probably gonna let's do 2 warm-ups and we'll do 5 for realsies. All right, so I did those. Those are pretty high effort. I didn't feel like they were very clean form-wise, which is part of the reason why I'm doing this, to see and then see if we can improve it. So, but just, I don't know, they didn't feel great. They felt pretty hard though. I bet I have a couple in 67 range. That's usually my top end is 67, 68. So like I mentioned, trying to get to 70. I don't know. Let's check the stats and then I'll come back. I just looked at the stats a little bit. Most of them were in the 63 range, a little bit lower than I would have liked. I don't know. I guess maybe I wasn't fully warmed up, or maybe that's just where I'm at. I don't know. I just feel like I could do better than that. So maybe this is just going to set up with a low bar that we can break. So yeah, I guess maybe that's okay too. So we are going to go to the field now. I'm not going to be using the Techdisc anymore today, so let's turn that off. But I have a stack of Ballista Pros that I'm going to be throwing. My car's starting right now, but I'm going to go, it's probably like a 5-minute drive and go straight to throwing. So hopefully I stay warm. But yeah, see you over at the field. All right, we are here at the spot. It's a little snowy. This is actually the way we're going to be throwing. We've got a little bit of concrete without snow on it. I'm going to get started. Got a little bit of a right to left wind, so it's not really going to help us. Yeah, we're just going to go before we get too cold. It is, I don't know, about 10 degrees out Fahrenheit. So I've heard the discs fly a little bit differently in the cold, so that could be a factor as well. Alright, those last two actually felt pretty good. I got them on a little bit of angle, so they got to fly a little bit. But we'll go get them. Just got those discs back. The first two, like I thought, were bad. They were like 390, both of them. The third one was about 420, and that felt decent. And then the last two I thought were really good were at 460. It was like 461 was the longest. The other one was 458, I believe. I got the disc all dried off. We're gonna try it one more time, and then we're gonna get out of here. All right, last chance. That one actually might sneaky be good. It held the turn for really long ways, and it got back to flat at the end. I don't know if you'll be able to see it on the video, but yeah, we might have a couple good ones out there. I just got back from grabbing those discs. The two short ones, the cut rolled, they actually were both around 400 feet, which is a little surprising to me. I thought they would have been at 350 maybe, because they did cut roll pretty early. But that's good. Whatever, 400. Then I had two, what were the other? It was 454 and then 463, which the 463 landed right next to my other one that was out there. Well, the footprints of this in the snow, but just barely further. So I was pretty excited about that. And then the one that I think was my last throw, the one that turned the whole time, I thought was awesome. 499. I measured it like 18 times because I'm like, there's no way it's at 499. I kept measuring, and I was getting like behind it, which was like over 500, and I was getting the poles in front of it, and I was like, no, there's no way this is actually 499. But I shot it a million times, and I kept getting 499, 498. None of them were 500. So we are so close to 500. That was one great throw. It's not something I'm like consistent with, but just knowing that it's possible, like it was there in this cold weather. I did throw quite a few, whether that be in the net and then 10 out here, but it's got the potential there, which is pretty exciting. And I was a little disappointed in the net testing. I was throwing like 63. Some of them were getting to like, I think my max was like under 65 when I tried throwing really hard at the end. It doesn't make any sense to me because I know I can throw harder than that, and clearly I almost threw 500. That's not going to be 64 miles per hour, so maybe I just tapped into something a little bit, but it makes me a little excited for the off season because I know my form's not great right now. I have off arm issues, timing issues, nose angle issues. My nose is always nose up. So I think there's definitely room for improvement here, which is exciting to think about. So anyway, I'm excited. And that's why I'm just pacing out here in the field. But anyway, we hope to continue this series. I'm going to do more, probably more inside than outside, but if it's nice out, I'll try to get out to the field a little bit. But make sure you follow along, and see you in the next one.